Namaste, welcome and welcome back to my channel, Rose Serpent Oracle. My name is Nela Maad, and today we're going to be channeling messages for a very special and powerful collective of light and love warriors. All right, and so we're going to start with this oracle. I don't remember the name right now. Is Mother Earth's wisdom or something like that? Just bear with me, okay? But we're going to start with this oracle. And so, setting the intentions to call in the manifestation of divine truth. May everything I share and channel serve your highest good and the highest good of all and everyone involved. All right, you guys, general messages. We ask Mother Earth to please speak to us. We have the spirit of water with number 20. Okay. Return to the source of the feminine for purification. We have the well spirit animal. And well speaks about our ancestors, our ancestral roots, speaks about the elders, ancient wisdom, speak about sounds, frequency, right? And then speaks about our capacity to go deep into the depths of our waters. And so with this energy right here, right, of water, some of you might be experiencing some, like a little storm, I have to say. That has been coming out today, the picture of storms. And what I feel like is happening and what the Mother Earth is speaking about is like the reflection of the weather and how we feel within. All right, everything is interconnected. And so we are not the only ones going through the cycles and the clearing and the purification. You know, she's also going with us. And so, yes, some of you might be experiencing a lot of strong emotions, a purging, a releasing, just going through it right now. I want to say, stay in your center. And staying in your center means, just go with it. Just go with anything, all right? Get yourself into water, get yourself in the bathtub. I don't know if it's raining outside and it feels safe and it's nice and warm. Get out there. Cleanse yourself. Because I'm also hearing ceremonies and rituals. I don't know if some of you would also do offerings to the mother, to Mother Water. Doing that is also very helpful. And it's a beautiful exchange, right? Where we give back and then Mother receives and gives. So reciprocity. My left eye is now acting funky and I feel like I have sand in my left eye. So this is definitely letting me know of, the feminine going through a deep clearing, a cleansing. Some of you are receiving, a clearing within your unconscious, and it's meant to help you shift your perception and your perspective, and then it's also meant to activate your sight, your spiritual sight. So there is an elevation related to your senses and your instincts and your psychic abilities. Okay, we have divine sensuality. With divine sensuality, once again, the energy of the feminine, right? We're being invited to utilize our sacred energy, our sexual energy for clearing and cleansing and for purification. We can use it to enhance our work and our healing. So that's why they're taking me into pulling from, in this case, right, my womb, and using it as medicine, as medicine. Yeah, some of you are being called to get into your body, exercise, movement. I see someone doing mirror work too, or beautifying yourself. Okay, decorating yourself, shifting your look, trying something new. Okay, all right. Let me see what else. We have the energy of Mother Earth here. And the message is about creating a new relationship with her. That's why I was saying when you start to like be very tapped in and understand the language of nature, you start to feel and recognize you start to become aware of, what she's going through, you're going through. So there is this energy of feeling interconnected, grounding our root chakra, and then understanding that we're just going through it. We're just going through it with the mother, okay? Um, and yes, creating a new relationship with her. We have the energy of number 10 with the embrace. Remember your primordial nature. You're a vessel. Once again, the physical body, right? I'm hearing remember who you are and what you came here to do. So there's a sense of she calling us back home, back into remembrance. And this happens when we allow ourselves to go through purification, the clearing, when we're doing the transmutation of pain, and then, we create a new way to reconnect through nurturing and exposing ourselves with her, right? Grounding for sure. Okay, we have healing family lines, right? We're healing family lines, and then we have sisterhood energy. So for some of you, you're being called to heal your relationship, with family. For some other of you, you might be feeling the call to create a new group or to relate or resonate with some other, in this case, is sisterhood with some sisters, okay? But there's a beautiful energy here of opening our heart chakra and initiating connection in the share of vulnerability, intimacy, or like connecting with your soul tribe, like-minded people. Okay? And embracing them. And as you embrace them, you're embracing also yourself. Cool. We're going to go to tarot now. Okay? For more guidance. As always, we ask the spirit of tarot. Want to speak about, okay, we want to speak about the present energy for the people who are going to listen. We have the Ace of Cup. So the Ace of Cup, a new emotional beginning. There's a lot of desire within the Ace of Cups. I feel like a lot of you, like I said, I see someone going through the ups and downs, but then there's so much beauty after the storm, right? Because when you're going through the stages of spiritual alchemy, you go through a process of having to get yourself all cracked open and then feel all the trauma leaving your body, and you go through a process of, oh my goodness, the pain is so loud and have its own voice, and we have to hear the inner child crying and whining and feeling abandoned. Then we have the divine masculine who's exhausted, right? Like, oh my God, I cannot do anything else. And then the divine feminine, like, but I just want to feel safe. And so this Ace of Cups is making me feel like you are in the seeking of what it means to be happy, what it means to have a healthy relationship with yourself, with others, with the world. What I feel like that you're like, man, like I have all this love, I have all this energy of creativity, I have all of this, but then I also have other aspects of me that are trying to protect me from getting hurt, from the experience of rejection, from disappointment. So I feel that you're going through ups and downs with this Ace of Cups, okay? I feel that the universe is offering you a new beginning. However, right, like I said, there is a process of having to make choices, conscious choices and decisions to say yes to it. Because the Ace of Cups is a cup that divine is offering you, and I say, hey, Are you ready for the new? Are you ready for the experience of reciprocity? Are you ready to share from your overflow, from the essence of who you really are? Right? And so, and that means we have to take off the mask, and we have to put down the swords, and we have to let go of the fears, and we have to say, yes, yes, okay, okay, I'm going to do it. And so we need masculine and feminine here. They have to make a conscious choice together. And healing is not linear. And going through the process of reconciling our feminine and masculine, right? The merging divine union is a process, and it's very intense. And so what I feel is that the energy of the Ace of Cups is present. Many of you have said yes, yes to my spiritual journey, yes to its transformation. A lot of you have made sacrifices. A lot of you are preparing, but there is a desire. This Ace of Cups feel like I'm becoming aware that I have desires. I desire to be free. I desire to experience a beautiful partnership. I desire to be more expressive. I desire all of this. And now it's just like, okay, I'm grabbing it, and now I have to go with it, right? So that's what I feel. Yes. So you see, we have the Nine of Swords here. And so there's all this mind in the head. So as you're going through accepting this Ace of Cups, the new, you're also learning to discern what is no longer serving you. So you're pulling swords out of your freaking unconscious, and you're saying, no, no, this doesn't work. No, this is making me feel less than. This is keeping me trapped, living. Oh my goodness, living in a cage. I don't want it. So you're going through a process of releasing all these swords out of your unconscious mind, pulling swords out of your heart, transmuting pain, and then saying yes to life again. And so this process is not linear. And that's why you see me speaking about many things, because all of it is happening. That's what I feel. I feel that a lot of you are being called to return to the aspect of you that holds innocence, to go through a process of purification, to work with Mother Water, right? I feel like a lot of you are being called to heal your relationship with your body, in part with your physical vessel, and your divine feminine, which is your sacred sensuality and sexuality, just within males and females, right? How are we expressing it? How are we using it? Do we understand that our sexual and sensual energy, right, we can utilize it to enhance our own lives? It doesn't have to be just for other things, like you guys know. And so I see you going through a process of healing your relationship with life and with your own, with your essence. And there are parts of you that are reconciling. You're going through the clearing of these family traumas and patterns, and so there's a lot going on. You are being asked to embrace this process, right? Okay, cool. What else is happening for this beautiful collective? The Two of Swords. So yeah, choices, decisions. Do I follow the stories of my past, the programmings, the conditionings out of fear, or am I taking a leap of faith here and feeling into it, reconciling with my intuition, with my instinct, right? And then learning to not be impulsive in life. So once again, you're going through a process of purification, clearing, integrating, and then learning to cultivate discernment, and so that you can make conscious choices, and we don't have to go through what happens in the past, right? Because that's when we say, I learned my lessons. There's other way to do things. All right, so what is the advice for this beautiful collective? And we have the Page of Cups, we have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Swords, and we have Eight of Swords. Okay? So here we are. Spirit is saying, all right, one day at a time. It's time to flow with life. I need you to get into this Page of Swords. This Page of Swords, which means I need you to heal your relationship with your inner child. with your inner teenager. We have to let go of the past pain, the past hurt. I need you to talk to those two little boys or little girls and to say, hey, it's time to grow up. It's okay to continue having innocence. However, we cannot keep living life from a place of emotional immaturity. We cannot continue living life being impulsive and allowing the past stories to dictate our present moment, because all we have is right here, right now. Your present moment is your future. This is my future. I choose to be here, right? And so the advice is to learn to stay in the present moment, to choose wisely. How do you want to invest your time? So, with the page and the Four of Pentacles here and the Queen of Swords, and yeah, it's time for learning. It's time for expansion. It's time for trying new things. It's time to work in our inner authority and healing our healthy sense of independence and our self-worth. So, what are your values? What is important to you? Have you been changing? Can you acknowledge all of the things that you have been working through it? What is it that you have been pulling out of your unconscious and out of your heart? How do you feel about that? What are the things that make you feel empowered? Can you open yourself up to accepting this Ace of Cups, which means reconciling with Mother Earth? And in order to reconcile with Mother Earth, you have to shift your perception and perspective of the mother, of yourself, of the world, and others. So I see you, and the advice is one day at a time, step by step, understand the bigger picture of what you're going through. You don't have to compare yourself to others. Your process is unique and authentic, and so give yourself grace. Invest in your journey and do it wisely. If you're being called to Oracle Tarot, studying, going beyond, right? You want to learn about astrology, right? You need to know the real story about tarot and how it works. If you want to be a channeling, if you're a medium, a psychic, and you are like, oh my God, like I have all of this, you need to clear your vessels. You need to know about rituals to keep your energy clean. You need to reconnect with the mother, right? And reconnect with your ancestors, because they are the ones who are going to bestow their gifts and talents onto you. They are your guardians and your guides, your higher ascended ancestors. And so don't be impulsive and manifest a life that is sustainable, because in this new life, Spirit wants you to be sustainable. So care for your health and the rest will follow. All right? Okay, you guys, this is all I got for you. It's been beautiful. Namaste and blessings. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And you can even, drop me a heart, a message. And if you share, oh my God, you will be helping me so much. I love you guys. May you be blessed on your journey. Ciao, ciao.